fully after your prefrontal cortex has been formed, which is approximately at age 25. So, kung i-release ko yung 12 years old na hagawa ng krimen, after 1 year, dahil sa feeling ko ay nakapag-remorse na siya, bakla paano mo nasabi na yung bata naintindihan niya na yung ginawa niya after 1 year, pero sinasabi mo na hindi niya naiintindihan yung ginagawa niyang krimen? That's a contradiction. Ano yung pinaintindi mo? Ibig sabihin, halimbawa si Joey, 12 years old, sabihin ko kay Joey, Joey nagawa mo yung krimen. Ito yung gawa mo yung krimen. Bakla kahit sino sasabihin, okay, opo. But it is the same brain. Nagets niyo ba ako? It is the same brain. The brain that you thought that was rehabilitated at 13 years old is the same physical condition of the brain. At 12 years old, they don't have a fully developed prefrontal cortex, and therefore, in both situation, they are neurologically constrained to actually have a better perspective of what happened. That's why they were able to commit a heinous crime. Okay, I accept that. Okay, what I don't accept is you think that the developmental problem can be changed in a window of time frame of 1 year, at least 1 year. Ano yung basis mo dyan? Kasi nga, yung mga eksena nila na, mga bata, hindi kriminal, ganyan. Bakla, they committed a crime. As simple as that. They committed a crime. If you think that they didn't commit a crime dahil bata sila, then your logic is out of, it's everywhere. It's here, there, and everywhere, but it's not physically anchored.
Kaming gustong mag-opinion tungkol dun sa juvenile justice system na meron tayo. Kasi nga, because of what happened doon sa shooting sa Tacloban. Wag nating sabihin na lang natin bang-bang sa Tacloban para hindi tayo ma-ban dahil napakahigpit na nag-update ng policies ang YouTube at kailangan mong i-code ang mga bagay na ayaw nilang marinig. Ayan. So,
okay.
Bang. So, yung bang sa Tacloban.
Kasi ang nakakaloka kasi niyan sa juvenile justice law natin, if I'm not mistaken, at certain cut-off, 1 year lang pwede ka nang ma-release if there's a proof na nalaman mo na yung consequences, nagkaroon ka
na-reform ka na.
What is it, 1 year? Kasi yun yung narinig ko dun sa pinag-i-explain na taga-Ateneo na
I think something like that. Yung kasi meron kang parang intervention program, diversion program, and then meron siyang katumbas na period.
Minimum of 1
year. I think so. Ganon.
Well, if you're going to look at it, kahit sabihin mo, kahit mag-agree tayo na hindi natin siya ilalagay sa adult prison, if he's not 18 and above, if we're going to agree on that, that's fine. Huwag niyo ilagay sa huwag niyo ilagay sa adult prison. Pero I think the main contention there is, bakit minimum of 1 year? Girl, kung ikaw, bagets ka, nakapagplano kang magnenok ng baril-barilan, nakapagplano ka, where you can game the system. Ganun lang pala, kailangan lang pala magpakita ng remorse, kailangan lang pala magganyan. Nilalabas ka na. Hindi ba?
Oo.
Yeah. Kasi ang hindi rin kasi nila doon na I think pwede kasing pagsamahin yung wag ipasok sa adult prison ang isang juvenile offender, but make the intervention longer. Huwag mo siyang
ang little ng consequence. Ang little ng consequence.
Especially for heinous crimes. Kasi kung yun lang ang pinagpuputok ng butsin ninyo, na, ay, huwag siya ilagay sa adult prison kasi hindi naman siya, wala siyang adult mind, fine. Then put
di gumawa kayo ng ng prison for youngsters, di ba?
ano yun nga, rehabilitation with confinement. But the confinement should be directly, the years of confinement should be directly proportional to the crime itself. Kasi girl, if you are a teenager and nakagawa ka ng karumal-dumal na krimen, bakla, don't tell me, is there any scientific explanation of why 1 year of intervention would be enough to actually reform, which would include restructuring the brain? Maybe the brain has been going through some damages as the person is still a teenager. There's none, no? Kaya nga, they can easily game the system. Like, for example, ito, no? They might not be able to, they might not repeat this. Like itong dalawang to, they might not repeat this. Maybe this is really out of your, a way to get back to their bulliers. Or, yun lang yung ano nila. And then, kaya nga, di ba, hindi ko alam kung totoo yung pinalabas na screenshot ng chat. Sabi nila na, sinabi niya doon na, magpakita lang tayo na nag-reform na tayo by 21.
Change na,
So you see here, the person, it's already included in their risk assessment of what they did. So, ibig sabihin nito, ay they already have a plan. Pinlano na rin nila yung mangyayari after they commit the crime. At ano yung gagawin nila pag sila'y nahuli. So, ibig sabihin, hindi ito yung minimum of 1 year. At pero kasi nga, kung minimum of 1 year, pakita na ng remorse, iyak-iyak, ganyan, nalaan ko na po ang emirate. I don't think that's fair. O unang-una sa mga victims, family ng victims. Ikalawa, I don't think that there is any scientific explanation. Kasi yun yung ano nila, science eh. Di ba? Hindi pa kasi fully form yung brain. Okay, so what is the science behind 1 year of rehabilitation is enough? Commensurate yan.
To shape the brain into proper form, di ba?
Exactly. Wala nga, di ba? Ano lang yun eh. That's more like pabango o kailangan 1 year of reform, mare-reform natin. Pero that is actually your opinion na 1 year lang mare-reform na. But the thing is, reformation, ang ginamit yung argument, why cannot they be held fully accountable like an adult, is that their brain is not fully formed. So what is now the scientific explanation that you can fully form the brain after 1 year?
Correctly.
Especially if the crime committed is heinous. Ibig sabihin, if the brain, if the brain that committed that crime, if the crime that's got committed by that developing brain is heinous, then that brain requires longer reformation. I think that's more intuitive, no, than saying na 1 year lang mare-reform na natin. No, that's impossible. No, that's physically impossible. So ngayon, kailangan mo, kaya nga sabi ko, habaan nyo. At least minimum, pag heinous crime, minimum rehabilitation with confinement would be 13 years. Ang calendar time of release na pinaka minimum is age at the time that you committed the crime plus 13 para yung, kasi nga pag 12 ka 25, pag 13 ka 26, pag it follows a neurology of when the brain gets fully formed with the prefrontal cortex that's primarily responsible for our impulse control. So yun lang yung minimum. Kailangan ka makita na, okay, within the 13 years that you are actually reforming well. Which
May
is,
kulang kasi yung ano eh, yung foundation ng batas is banking on hope. Pasaway na lang.
hindi, I think kasi, to be fair to Kiko Pangilinan, it is not his full responsibility. Okay? Because that law was deliberated in Congress, in the House of Representatives, and in the Senate. Ngayon, the right approach there is to admit that the deliberation actually rested. This now becomes a systemic problem, no? And I think this applies to a lot of laws in our country. Na the deliberation does not is divorced, no? Is divorced from physical, biological, and neurological insights on when a brain would be changed.
So,
Because if you're going to say na mare-reform yung tao, you are not reforming an abstract person. No, you are reforming a physical system. Okay? Ngayon, if you think that ang nangyari kasi, no, parang they looking at a human being as if a human being is a machine. Parang kotse, o nasira yung kotse, o whatever, kaya natin itong kumpunihin in 1 year. That is actually a holdover of a dehumanizing view about a human person. That's why the entire law is based on faulty assumption about how a human being can actually be changed. A human being is not a machine. Okay? Once you admit
asawa mo habang buhay mong tinitrain eh, di ba? Yung asawa kang pinakasalan mo habang buhay mong tinitrain kung paano gumamit ng banyo eh, di ba?
ang aso mo nga, saka ang pusa mo nga, kailangan mo yan every day, ang training mo, may ganyan-ganyan ka pa. Pusa at aso pa lang yan, ha? Pusa at aso pa lang yan. What more an entire human being which is a more complex biological system. Okay? So that is the number one mistake. They think, if you think that you can reform a human being in 1 year, you are thinking that a human being is like a machine that you can fix in that time frame, which is scientifically incorrect. That is just your feeling.
Correct. That is a very reductionist view of of human of human complexities, 'di ba? Na parang they can be reformed within certain period of time. Ano 'yan? Kotse? Ano 'yan? Radyo?
Yeah.
'Di ba?
Yun yung malaking pagkakamali nila. Ngayon, pag sinabi mo na okay, and I think we will accept, no, given that their premise na itong mga batang ito, they have a developmental problem. That's why they were able to commit a heinous crime. Okay, I accept that. Okay, what I don't accept is you think that the developmental problem can be changed in a window of time frame of 1 year, at least 1 year. Ano yung basis mo dyan? Kasi nga, no, yung mga eksena nila na mga bata hindi kriminal, ganyan. Bakla, they committed a crime. As simple as that. They committed a crime. If you think that they didn't commit a crime dahil bata sila, then your logic is out of, it's everywhere. It's here, there, and everywhere, but it's not physically anchored. They committed a crime. Ngayon, ang pinag-uusapan lang natin dito is, should they be imprisoned in adult prison? And I think a lot of people, I noticed sa na they don't agree na they should be imprisoned in adult prison. Correct. Ano ngayon yung sentencing? Okay, diyan na tayo nagtatalo. Kasi yung
Oo.
sentencing dun sa existing sa juvenile law is at least a minimum of 1 year of rehabilitation. Na pag 1 year ka na-assess ka na may remorse, even the criteria, no? Joey,
And
the
that assumes,
criteria,
SAS, the rehabilitation of at least 1 year, that assumes na merong bahay pag-asa, yung local government unit, kung saan belong yung bata na yun. Paano kung wala? Paano kung walang bahay pag-asa yung locality kung saan nakatira yung bata? Hindi yan, part pa rin yan ng
babasahin,
general population, hindi yan makukulong.
babasahin ko lang yung kasi nga ang gusto kasi nito mga to is mag-agree sila, mag-agree sila doon sa UN treaty. But the UN treaty, it's just a treaty. It doesn't reflect physical, biological, and neurological reality. Even the way the treaty was constructed is actually out of political considerations, ano yung feeling mo na dapat, ganyan. Kaya ito, like for example, babasahin ko, no? A child 15 years of age or under at the time of the commission of the offense shall be exempt from criminal liability. However, the child shall be subjected to an intervention program pursuant to Section 20 of this Act. So pag titingnan ko yung Section 20 of this Act, no? If it has been determined that the child taken into custody is 15 below the authority, the child's said authority shall give notice to the local social, etc., etc. Ano bang so meron siyang DSWD, meron siyang BCPC, meron siyang Exena. So ngayon, parang okay, so inaano lang nila dito is in determining whether diversion is appropriate and desirable, the following factors should be taken into account: the nature and circumstances of the offense charged, the frequency and the severity of the act, the circumstances of the child, the influence of the family, the reparation of injury to the victim, etc., etc. So ngayon, ano yung sentencing? Tingnan natin kung ano yung sentencing dito. Eto, upon the recommendation of the social worker who has custody of the child, the court shall the court shall dismiss the case against the child whose sentence has been suspended and against whom disposition measures have been issued, and shall order the final discharge of the child if it finds that the objective has been fulfilled, etc., etc., etc. Malabo yung batas. Asan na si Joey? Wala ba si Joey o ako lang? Iniwan na naman ako ni Joey.
Ayan, I'm back.
Iniwan na naman ako ni Joey.
Ayan, na ako.
Oo. So, hindi ko kasi makita dito yung kasi yun yung binanggit ng binanggit ng taga-Ateneo na in-interview siya 1 year? Sabi niya 1 year.
I think 1 year kasi yan yung period na re-reviewin na yung performance ng bata for the intervention or diversion program, ganun.
1 year. 1 year lang. Ay.
Ayun.
So, ayun na nga, na I think kung ikaw, kasi kung gagawa ka ng krimen, syempre babasahin mo yung batas. Which, yung dalawa, ginawa nila, binasa nila yung batas. Ngayon, yung nakita mo ditong batas na to, wala kang makita dito na anong gagawin sa'yo.
Mm.
So marami siyang loophole. Pero pag sinabi mo, if you committed a heinous crime, you can only be, you will serve until you're 25.
Mm.
And then, re-reviewin pa. Doon pa lang marireview kung pwede ka ilabas. At 25, kasi alam mo na. Kasi doon mo palang malalaman eh. Aminin nyo yan, mga bakla kayo ng taon. Aminin nyo yan, mga teenager tayo. We know that our brain is still developing. Kaya nga ngayon, di ba, when we look back about what happened to us in our teenage years, mas nagkaroon na tayo ng perspective. We now have a better understanding of what happened to us as a child, etc. And aminin niyo yan, it only happened, well, by neurologically, it could only happen fully after your prefrontal cortex has been formed, which is approximately at age 25. So, kung i-release ko yung 12 years old na hagawa ng krimen, after 1 year, dahil sa feeling ko ay nakapag-remorse na siya, bakla pa. Paano mo nasabi na yung bata, naintindihan niya na yung ginawa niya after 1 year, pero sinasabi mo na hindi niya naiintindihan yung ginagawa niyang krimen? That's a contradiction. Ano yung pinaintindi mo? Ibig sabihin, halimbawa si Joey, 12 years old, sabihin ko kay Joey, Joey nagawa mo yung krimen. Ito yung gawa mo yung krimen. Bakla kahit sino sasabihin, okay, opo.
Mm-hmm.
But it is the same brain. Nagets niyo ba ako? It is the same brain. The brain that you thought that was rehabilitated at 13 years old is the same physical condition of the brain. At 12 years old, they don't have a fully developed prefrontal cortex, and therefore, in both situation, they are neurologically constrained to actually have a better perspective what happened. Unless sasabihin mo, nagkaroon siya ng neurological capacity in order, which is basically impossible.
Ayun nga kaya nga ang hindi ko maintindihan dito sa yung I think the hypocrisy of the law is you expect children to be reformed and achieve something beyond their years, pero you do not expect them to do bad things that are also beyond their years. Diba? Like, talaga, grabe, 14 years old, rapist na, 13 years old, rapist na. Pero gusto mo rin na yung 13 years old or 14 years old, gusto mo maging CEO, gusto mo maging negosyante, gusto mo maging scientist at that age. Diba? May faulty yung mga assumptions ina-expect mo na ang bata ay may kakayanan na maka-achieve ng mga bagay na hindi ordinaryo para sa isang bata, pero hindi mo ina-expect na isang bata makakagawa ng something, ng isang krimen.
And that is a contradiction.
Capable silang pagplanuhan ito.
And diba? That is a huge contradiction. Na I don't think that the people having that view na mga bata hindi yan kriminal kasi ganyan sila nung panahon ni PRD, ang mga bata ay hindi kriminal. Bakla wala naman sinasabi mga bata na pag bata ka kriminal ka. Sinasabi pag bata ka nakagawa ka ng krimen, malamang
kriminal ka.
Ano ka?
Diba? Oo. Ang batang nakagawa ng krimen ay batang nakagawa ng krimen. Diba?
So, magkakaroon ba tayo ng ang pinag-uusapan lang natin dito is whether the criminal act was conducted with full discernment. Ngayon, the full discernment, mag-i-imply na dyan yung neurological makeup ng bata, ng tao. Diba? If the person has not yet have a fully formed prefrontal cortex, the impulse control is very low. Kaya nga ng mga teenagers tayo, and when we were below 25, at buti na lang wala pang social media, no? We have done a lot of things out of impulse. Now, compare yourself to your 15 years old, you would see the difference, no? Right now, mas constrained ka, etc. Because there are now more constrained architecture in your brain that will not let you act based on impulse. Now, ito ngayon sila na sinasabi ni Joey na they expect a kid to actually accomplish things that an adult would accomplish. Pero
Yeah.
pagdating sa krimen, which can be accomplished by an adult and can also, pero pagdating sa bata ay hindi sila makaka-accomplish ng krimen. Ano ito? Nagkaroon na, ano to? Is there a different brain for accomplishing positive things and accomplishing negative things?
Oh.
Impossible! It's the same brain. The brain that was able to become a CEO at 14 years old is also the same brain that was able to actually commit heinous crimes. Ngayon, yung 14 years old na CEO or scientist or whatever, you wouldn't even know if they're actually it is actually not out of impulse, out of this, and maybe after 25 they would realize na ayoko pala maging scientist, which a lot of things happened. Yung mga promil kid, hindi ko na lang sabihin kung sinong promil kid ito. Merong isang promil kid girl, nakakaloka, no? Bonggang-bongga siyang promil kid, ganyan. I mean, ang taas ng expectation sa kanya as a kid, no? Kasi nilagay ka pa sa commercial, like isa kang brilliant, ganito. Bakla! Eventually, yung sinasabing magiging siya nung panahon na yon, hindi naging siya. Ano pa, girl? Nagdrugay-drugay pa si yung promil kid kasi nga super yung stress sa kanya to be able to do, you know, eventually hindi yung
To
profession
overachieve.
eventually yung profession na sinasabi na magiging siya, hindi yung naging siya. So nakikita niyo, so it's the same thing, no? I really the law has to be revised in all sense of the word, and the political, ano man naman, sino ba yung sinasatisfy natin? If we're going to say na habaan natin yung intervention, when it's in heinous crime, habaan nyo. Na, if you think that the brain that does it is damaged, then you cannot decide arbitrarily na at least 1 year. No, you get a specific cut-off, no? If you committed a heinous crime, you actually made the life of the victim suffer for a longer time. So why wouldn't you let the kid actually be confined and rehabilitated for a longer time as well? What is the explanation? Hindi ba?
Correct. Ayun, kaya nga yung since we are talking about amending the juvenile justice system that we currently have, I think number 1 is correct the assumptions of the law. Yun yung una sa lahat. Na parang wag kayong magdrama-drama that children cannot commit crimes. They can. They can commit crimes. Children can commit crimes. Ngayon yung mga nagsasabi kasi na parang yung question na at what age ba yung discernment? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, ganyan. Actually, for me, there should be a specific process in determining discernment. And I think yung pagdating dyan sa bagay na yan, may mga psychological measures on how to determine na fully aware siya doon sa ginagawa niya, alam niya yung consequences, alam niya na mali. Kasi penal laws are supposed to punish the perversity of the mind of the offender. Yun yung pinapunish mo dyan na alam mong mali, ba't mo ginawa? Diba?
Yeah,
alam mong mali, ba't mo ginawa? Yun yung pinapunish dyan. Ngayon, kung kunwari at 9 years old, alam niya na mali, pero ginawa pa rin niya. Alam niya na may consequence, pero ginawa pa rin niya. Hindi ako masyadong bilid dun sa Hindi ako masyadong bilid dun sa argument na set an age na hindi pagka ganito, pagkatapos pagka mas bata dyan, automatic dismiss ang kaso or whatever.
Hindi po
I
pwede
don't
yun.
think
Hindi po
ganon.
pwede
Kasi
yun.
hindi mo
Hindi po pwede
mare-reform
yun.
yung, hindi mo mare-reform yung ano eh.
Yung bata. Hindi mo mare-reform yung bata. Kasi,
Hindi mo mare-reform yung bata.
ang ano niyan, ang eksena niyan kasi, ganito, no? Una-una, yung sinasabi nilang hindi ang mga bata hindi makagawa ng krimen. Bakla kaya ka nga nagkaroon ng juvenile justice law because you acknowledge that children can commit a
There are
crime.
criminal, correct, oo.
If you didn't assume that children cannot commit a crime, then there is no discussion at all on where they should be imprisoned, of whether we can whether we should determine discernment, etc., because those are already downstream of the assumption that you have to accept before you can even discuss having a juvenile justice law. Bakla, pag sinabi mong children cannot commit a crime, why do we have this law? Di ba nga, the problem that this law addresses is, number one, children can commit crime.
Correct. And we have to be comfortable.
Ang pinagdadebatihan
we have to be comfortable. Yeah, that's the reality. That's the reality. Children can commit crimes.
A crime. Ang pinagdidebatihan lang is, saan ba sila ilalagay na preso? Ano ba ang magiging sentencing? Ganyan. Kasi kung if we don't, ngayon, those discussions of where they would be in prison cannot happen if in the first place they don't have an act that is worth imprisoning for, if they are not capable at all of committing something worthy of being put into prison or worthy of being deprived of liberty. So, dapat tapos na yung discussion of whether children can commit a crime. Because if children cannot commit a crime, like it is a physical impossibility that they can, we wouldn't have this discussion at all. Parang ganito. Is it physically possible for you to fly to Andromeda Galaxy? No, so we don't have any discussion at all anymore of whether gagawa pa ba tayo ng sistema that ikaw, Joey, is igaganyan-ganyan mo yung ano mo at makakapunta ka ng Andromeda Galaxy. No, it wouldn't enter any discussion at all. It's not worthy of discussing anymore. Pero dahil accepted nating lahat, pati yung mga gumawa ng batas, ikaw, Kiko, accepted mo yan. Na you have to have that assumption that children can commit crimes. Whether you call it in conflict with the law, it's still a crime.
Correct. Yun kasi yung nakakairita dun sa yung sa batas. Yun yung nakakairita dun sa batas. Masyado niyang binutter up yung situation because it is banking on hope. Ito nga ako I remember when I think in my political science class yun, na ano ba yung isa sa major na criteria sa paggawa ng batas? You don't legislate based on hope. Na gawin mo to, gagawin mo tong batas na to in the hopes na ganito yung magiging consequence. Because the law should be direct. The law should be direct. 'Di ba? Kung meron kang gustong pigilin, dapat yung batas mo, direkta, yun yung i-address niya. Ang problema doon sa juvenile justice system, umaasa siya na kapag ka nag-undergo ng reformation, intervention, at mga kung ano-ano pang mga programa, ang isang batang in conflict with laws, nag-hope siya na mare-reform niya ang bata. And that is a legislative failure. That is a legislative failure. Kasi ang batas dapat klaro. Pagka kunwari sinabi mo, bawal mag-cross sa pulang linya, bawal mag-cross. Pag nag-cross ka sa pulang linya, that's punishable by law. Ngayon, kung sakali, I want to ask for an exemption, then there should be a process for that. Klaro. 'Di ba? Ano yung
Klaro
general
siya.
rule, ano yung exception, papasok ka ba doon? Ganon.
Yeah.
And it should be the same thing, the same way on how we are supposed to look at children committing crimes. Okay, ang general rule natin, yung mga 18 years old, yung mga adult, pagka meron applicable na yung mga batas sa iyo, 'di ba? Yung mga penal law sa iyo. Pag nag-commit ka ng krimen, eto yung mga katumbas, napatunayan sa korte na nag-commit ka ng krimen, eto yung mga katumbas na mga kaparusahan dyan. Ito yung pagbabayaran mo dyan. Ngayon, kung kunwari, ikaw ay bata, okay, ikaw ay mas bata, okay, ano yung consequences sa'yo? Hindi po pwedeng wala kang consequence. Hindi po pwede na yung consequence mo is not at par dun sa general rule mo. 'Di ba? Okay,
Hindi.
but let us take into consideration na mas bata
Actually,
nga yung offender. Since mas bata nga yung offender,
Yeah.
okay, since may bata nga yung offender, yun yung ile-legislate mo dun sa batas mo. Paano mo ile-level yung consequence ng pag-commit ng crime kapag ang offender ay bata? The law that we have right now does not level the consequence and the act at par dun sa general rule na meron tayo.
Ang ano kasi
Yun yung
niyan,
problem.
ganito kasi yung ano, no, as I gather their reasoning, argumentation, they say na the consequence should be, parang ang tenor kasi ng argument is the consequence of a crime committed by an adult should be different from the consequence committed by a child because magkaiba sila ng developmental level. Okay.
Because
They are
it's a child.
they are a different developmental stage of their life. Okay. Okay. Unang-una, that argument, it's a slippery argument. Okay. Kasi the consequence of a crime is the same. Kung ako, 12-year-old ako, binumbum ko si Joey. Baka it's the same consequence if I do it at 25 years old or 40 years old.
Tegi pa rin ako, di ba?
Si Joey pa rin na tegi whether I commit that at 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 or at the last stage of my life. The consequence is the same. Okay.
Exactly.
So pareho kayo ng consequence. Ngayon, ang inaano lang kasi nila is kasi masasayang yung baka pwede pang mare-reform pa yung bata. Okay, granting that they could be reformed. Okay, that they could reform it at etc. Babalik ulit tayo dun sa premise about developmental stage. A kid who didn't commit a crime, steady, ano lang siya, bata, growing up without being in conflict with law, that kid, developmental trajectory is actually following normal trajectory. Okay, normal trajectory. Ibig sabihin, this is like just what expected na itong batang ito, that they would mature at 18, etc. And wala silang kinukumit na crime within the developmental trajectory. Pero kung ako, 12 years old, kung ako ay nakagawa ng heinous crime sa ganung edad, bakla, I would require more intervention outside normal intervention in order for my developmental trajectory to catch up with the developmental trajectory of our other example na 12-year-old. Nagigets ninyo? So, yung rehabilitation mo with confinement has to be long. Hindi mo pa pwedeng sabihin na minimum of 1 year or whatever. At okay na yan kasi may substantial deprivation of liberty. But the point here is you already conceded the argument. Una-una, you accepted na if a kid committed a crime, there must be a deprivation of liberty. Gusto mo lang 1 year. But that is not acceptable because babalik ulit tayo dun sa premise ninyo na kasi developmental trajectory niya, ganyan. Bakla! If ako ay nakagawa ng heinous crime at 12 years old, there is something wrong with my developmental trajectory that it cannot match the developmental trajectory of a normal 12-year-old.
Of a normal kid.
Of a normal kid. So, hindi mo pwede sabihin sa akin na ako, na sumemplang yung developmental trajectory ko, is ako ay maaalign yung developmental trajectory ko sa developmental trajectory ng isang bagets na maayos ang developmental trajectory. So, kailangan mo mas mahaba ng confinement. Una, we already accept that they should be deprived of liberty. Ang problema lang is saan ba sila ilalagay. So, non-discussion na yon. Ang discussion na lang yon is how long should be the deprivation of liberty, and that deprivation of liberty, in order to align with the argument about developmental trajectory, etc., should actually match the developmental trajectory needed in order to reform a brain that was capable of committing a heinous crime at the age of 12 or 13, 14, 15, 16. Kasi yung 18 kasi okay na yan, no? Set na yung lipunan dyan. Pag 18 ka, bakla, imprison ka na sa adult prison. Wala na kaming pakialam kung yung brain mo ba ay develop or whatever. Pero for the rest, yun yung pinagdidebate niyan. Ano bang gagawin? Well, you have to, they cannot be released after 1 year. There's no scientific explanation that they could be na yung brain na nakakommit ng heinous crime can be fully reformed and its developmental trajectory would align with a normal kid growing up after 1 year. That is physically impossible.
Which is a very, very faulty foundation, faulty legislative work, because it anchors on hope, and it is not should be the foundation of any legislation. Ganon, na mamamag-asa ka na, ang tawag dito, gawin natin tong batas na to kasi baka naman. It shouldn't be that.
Hindi pwede yun. And
Hindi pwede yung mga ganong klaseng legislation.
Second, yung mga advocates pa itong batas na to, they couldn't even accept the assumption that you need to have in order for a law for like this to exist. And that assumption is that children can commit a crime. Can you imagine even that assumption they don't want to accept?
Mm-hmm.
And nagbubulahan na lang tayo. If children cannot commit a crime, then why the need for a specific law addressing children committing crimes?
Mm-hmm. When it comes to juvenile felon, I think we should start some level of hospitalization or rehabilitation, and if it needs to be long term, that's the way it goes. First and foremost, we need to fund institution that would, look after these children in conflict with laws na tinatawag nung juvenile justice system natin. Kasi ang problema nga, ito ang batas na to, naging batas na siya pagkatapos gaano ba karaming LGU yung handa? Kasi ang ultimate implementer nung Bahay Pag-asa is yung LGU eh. 'Di ba? LGU yung ultimate implementer nung batas na yan eh. So, hindi ko alam kung ano yung data, no, pero gaano karami ang LGU na merong Bahay Pag-asa sa
Alam mo,
buong Pilipinas.
dapat ano yan eh, hindi city, dapat regional eh. Kasi pag city, hindi naman lahat ng city may mga juvenile offenders. So sayang lang yung pera. So it has just to be regional, no? Hindi yung per city, gawin mo regional. And then siguro kung yung
And
mga
there
ganyan,
should be no set of professionals who would design the intervention and the set of
intervention. Oo.
intervention and the diversion
At dapat
programs, mga
dapat wala kang
ganyan.
dapat wala kang nakalagay na parameters sa batas na o kung nakapag-show na siya ng remorse, ganyan. Bakla, you shouldn't be discussing diagnostic criteria of whether someone has already been rehabilitated. Why?
Mm-mm.
Because you're already implanting to someone of what they should do in order for them to be released from
Be
the
released.
rehabilitation.
Correct.
And that
Ay,
is
kailangan lang pala
unquantifiable as well, Sas.
dapat
Ha?
dapat lang pala
Ano yun, Damien?
mabait-baitan ako.
That thing is
Halimbawa
very
ganito, no? Halimbawa ganito. Nung, this is totally unrelated. No? Pero I can relate this to my experience. Halimbawa, yung experience ko, no? When I have undergone sexual assignment surgery, they are diagnostics. Okay? So when people are asking me, na anong diagnostic? Hindi ko sinasabi kasi nga, bakla ako sasabihin ko sa diagnostic, you might game the system. No? And then diagnostic would actually lose its power. So hindi ko sasabihin sa iyo kung how I was diagnosed, why they were able to determine that I actually passed the diagnostics, because you might prepare yourself to actually align your answers, your behavior according to the diagnostic criteria, even though that your behavior was not actually
It's not actually
actually
fit for that
it's actually
assignment.
because you are actually that. Ibig sabihin, ginawa mo lang because we can actually delude ourselves. We can actually delude ourselves, no? Especially when it comes to psychological criteria. Kaya nga kaya nga uso yung I don't know what was this psychological condition. I don't know if you Damien can know this, yung feeling mo may sakit ka because because you're self-diagnosing yourself. Ay, ako ito.
Hypochondriac.
Yung mga hypochondriac, because they already know the diagnostic criteria for a specific disease or specific ganyan. Tapos
They just basically project themselves aligned to that sickness. Yeah.
Exactly. And then eventually, because of that, ginawa mo yan, mapapahamak ka. Kasi bakla, pag diniagnose mo yung sarili mong ganyan, tapos wala ka, and then the treatment protocol was applied to you, bakla, you would actually be in a much worse situation than you were when you didn't do it, or if you were actually experiencing that disease or psychological condition. So, that's why, ito yung mga criteria nila na paano ba ma-rehabilitate ang bata, ano magiging signs, etc. You're already implanting to every kid, every minor who's listening to you of what they should do. I'm sorry, go Damien.
Yeah, and that's the reason.
Adult na yan.
Adult na
diba?
yan. Adult na yan.
Oo.
Ano na yan? Older than 25 years old na yan. Can you imagine?
Most of my cases, SAS, are 35 up.
Exactly. Kaya nga yung pinag-uusapan natin dito, no? Whether I committed a crime at 12, whether I committed the same crime at 12, 21, 40, 60, 70, the consequence of the crime is the same. Okay? If I committed a heinous crime, sabihin na natin na kung ang tao nakapag-commit siya ng may nategi because of the crime na kinumit, the consequence is the same. Mayroong nategi. Doesn't matter if I was 12, 20, 31, 40, 50. No? May nategi. Ang pinagdidebatihan lang, ito nakakommit ng crime to, anong gagawin natin dito? No? Kasi nga, alam mo, Joey, no? Yung sinasabi na yung equal protection of the law. No? Kasi isa yan sa debate. Ngayon, kung equal protection of the law, bakit may age discrimination ang implementation ng batas?
Yes.
Ano yung overriding principle?
I'm not so sure if siguro dapat na question na to sa Supreme Court. Yeah, magandang argument yun. Yung parang,
ano yung overriding principle? One of the overriding principle is that similarly situated must be similarly treated. Okay. Ngayon, ang problema na nun, ano yung similar situation na sinasabi natin? Is it
yung consequence.
Biological situation, is it developmental situation, etc. So hindi siya malinaw kung ano yung magiging overriding principle. Why does the law should be applied differently based on age? Ngayon, bibigyan tayo ng example. Halimbawa, ikaw na-commit mo yung crime because ikaw ay lasing ka. Of course, magkakaroon yun ng overriding, yun ang isang overriding principle of why you might not get the same sentencing as someone who did something as sober. But that overriding principle, always remember, is a physical principle. Okay, it's a physical principle. The brain is inebriated, it's not functioning well. And if you're going to compare it to a juvenile offender, that is structurally the same. Sasabihin mo, their brain is not yet fully, they're not, the impulse control is not there, so they are more likely to commit something like this, etc., etc., etc. So we have to consider that physical situation of the person in order for us to give a more just sentencing, because that is the same. The physical principle of the brain while someone is inebriated is something that they are actually attributing as well to children committing a crime. That the brain is not in its full function, that it could have impulse control. So, kaya wala tayong usapan na kung ang bata ba makakommit ng crime. Of course, just as much, we will not have any discussion of whether kung ang taong lasing or wala sa kabaitan or nasa kabaitan ay makakakommit ng crime. That shouldn't be anymore in the discussion. Kaya nga itong mga nagsasabi na ang mga bata hindi kriminal, ang mga bata hindi nakakommit ng krimen, they are
ang batang hindi gumawa ng kriminal ay batang hindi kriminal. Ang batang gumawa ng krimen ay batang kriminal. That's just how it is. 'Di ba? Hindi ko maintindihan dun sa mga iba na parang yung ang problem kasi dito, no, I think yung lack of acknowledgement that whatever we have right now is not responsive to the realities of our society.
Ito may sasagutin tayo dito, Joey. Pwede bang mo si selectable?
Anong comment niya?
Ayun, yung a 12-year-old crime is not the same as having 25-year-old committing a crime.
Paano siya naging magkaiba?
11:36 p.m. Pwede bang umakyat si selectable para magkaroon tayo ng matinong discussion? Okay, yung 11:36 p.m. girl, selectable. Okay, hihimayin ko yung sinabi mo, selectable. Sabi mo, a 12-year-old crime is not the same as having 25-year-old committing a crime. Okay, number one, if a 12-year-old...
Ano a child doesn't know? Paano mo alam na a child doesn't know?
Ang naiisip ko tuloy is parang yung ginawa ba na crime ng 12-year-old at saka 25-year-old, pag yung 12-year-old yung gumawa ng pagpatay is mild death.
Sandali lang, unang-una, maturity doesn't have anything to do with your ability to know the consequences of your action.
Of your crime.
Okay? Those two are two different things. But maturity, when we talk about maturity has something to do about the impulse of doing something because of what you think you should do. Okay? That is the definition of maturity. A person is mature if they have already achieved an impulse control. An impulse control. That is maturity. Hindi yung bakla, huwag mo sabihin sa akin ng 12-year-old ka, hindi mo alam ang consequences na pag nakategi ka ay may mamamatay. You
pag
are actually
merong mamamatay.
Huwag mo sabihin hindi mo alam ang ganong consequence ng 12-year-old ka. You are actually lying to yourself and you are actually telling us that at 12 years old, you wouldn't be able to know that consequence. Of course, you would know the consequence.
And whether at what age someone is dead.
Di ba tanungin niyo yung mga anak ninyo, yung may mga anak dito na 12-year-old and below, tanungin niyo sila, oy, alam mo ba ang consequence pag ikaw ay nakasaksak? Oh, that's
Kapag namaril ka.
Oo, that's already an empirical refutation. Ako nga, may mga pamangkin ako, sinasabi ko talaga, pag ikaw nakabuntis ka, papak dito, ibibiting kita ng katinwarek. This was below 12 years old at alam niya ang consequence. Alam niya ang consequence. Ang ano lang dito, pinag-uusapan dito is impulse control. They are immature because maturity, the hallmark of maturity is impulse control. That is the biological hallmark of psychological maturity. Di ba, Damien? Kaya nga marami si Damien na hindi mature eh. Di ba? At 35, they cannot control their impulse. That's why they still cheat and commit adultery, which is a crime. So, ibig bang sabihin, ito bang immature na to, hindi natin paparusahan?
And at the end of the day, Sas, whether at what age, someone is dead. Hindi naman yung pag kinumit niya ng 12 years old, that's mild death. Wala namang ganyan.